Today on Karamo, they've dealt with other sexual partners.
If he would have shared, we wouldn't be here.
They've dealt with extreme violence.
Stabbed me, broke my finger.
So you stabbed this man?
Allegedly.
And now this couple is about to deal with what was caught on security camera. And deal with 2 phones unlocked. Plus,
Your potential father was trying to kiss you on the mouth.
This is what we're not about to do.
Carolyn claims this man was very inappropriate with her.
And you said, hey, daddy, sexy baby, how you doing? I was like, what's up, dad?
And now she's praying he's not her father.
I call you daddy, baby, yeah.
You're lying.
Because
You're a liar.
Is this man Carolyn's father or not?
I want the truth.
The answer is about to be unlocked.
This is your truth to open, not mine.
Baby girl, listen, before you open up the envelope.
Renee has had a wedding dress hanging in her closet for the past 5 years, but says she won't walk down the aisle until she knows for certain her boyfriend Obediah is not messing with one of his exes. Renee has had multiple confrontations with that ex, and the last time Obediah was with her, Renee smashed in the woman's windows. Today, we're unlocking both of their phones. So please welcome Renee to the show. Hi. How are you doing?
All is well.
Nice to
How
meet
are
you.
you?
You look beautiful.
You look handsome as well.
Thank you. This orange. Wow, okay.
Peach.
A peach, excuse me. This peach. Get me together.
Let's get it.
Yes, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Well, listen, I gotta know, what's the story behind Obediah and this ex?
When I first seen Obadiah, I fell in love with him. So we end up getting together and everything. In the months, me moving out there and relocating, I was weak. Because to the fact that I had to get my children straight, find a job, do the things that people do when they relocate. Instead of him giving me the strength back, he gave that strength to the ex. So I was like, okay.
How did you first find out about her?
Because one day he was sitting in our room and he didn't know I was standing behind him while he was lusting at her picture. And I stood there for a minute and I said, oh, okay, who is that? That's my cousin. So everybody a cousin. Everybody a cousin. So I'm like, okay. I took that for what it was because we was on the news, so I didn't know. I goes through the phone, because I do that.
Yeah.
I unlock phones. I go through the phone. I'm doing it all. I'm going through phones. I'm checking emails. 3 months later, he's sending news.
To the
To
cousin?
the cousin. I said, y'all kissing cousins?
Okay.
What type of cousin is this?
Yes.
Found out this wasn't a cousin. He said, this is an ex, this, that, and the other. So this is where the drama began.
And where would Obadiah go whenever you all argued?
Oh, where would he go?
Yeah.
He'd walk straight down 20 up to her house because we basically stayed maybe 19 blocks from each other.
So would he call you from her house?
He'd call me, he'd text me. At first he would call, he had the cousins. Then it was the brother. And I'm always hearing these dogs. And I'm like, I know I done been to a couple of the family members' houses and I know they didn't have dogs. So me being me, I'm a detective, I did my homework. So I done rolled past the house a few times and seen these old dirty dogs sitting outside. I'm like, okay, this is where he be at.
Because she got the dogs, you hear the dogs barking.
She got the dogs and I'm hearing the dogs barking. And I accepted the fact, I'm finna be honest, if he would have shared, we wouldn't be here. But he didn't want to share. He didn't want to share. He wanted to keep her to himself. So I was like,
At least you're being honest, girl.
Right.
Like, listen, if you would have communicated with me, maybe we could have had a little fun.
And came on home and finished raising these kids and these grandkids.
And been done.
But it got so toxic with the disrespect.
That's what it is, the disrespect.
It's not the fact that he was with someone else. It was the point of, you know that this particular person is a known garden tool, don't want to say it, but you know because how you got her. And you know my resume was clean. I have went out, he gonna be mad when I say this, and actually paid women for him. She gonna do whatever it is she needs to do for you because if I don't feel like doing it, why I got to do it? So I'm gonna give this lady like a boss, her money, you do what you do, we gone home.
I love your transparency. I mean, how many guys in here, if they get, by a show of hands, if your woman said, I am okay, I didn't even get the question out. Her too. She said it, my woman too. Look, he's talking about what?
There you go.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, you being upfront and saying this what it is.
This what it is.
So then why did you bust out the ex's windows instead of his windows?
He called me one night, as he do, not knowing that I was already around the corner posting. So I'm like, are you over there? No, I ain't over there. I don't know what he did to them dogs. I think he put them dogs in the bathroom, in the basement, because I stopped hearing the dogs when I said, I know you over there. So I parks in the alley in back of her house. Who do I see peeking out the back door, tiptoeing at that? I jump out the truck, run towards the house. He gets scared, and tries to run back in the house. So me and him tussling, I'm trying to pull him out the house. He trying to get back in the house.
Because your boundary is not this woman anymore.
Not this woman anymore.
Not this woman. Well, listen, we wanted to reach out to this woman for comment, but didn't because there's a restraining order.
Yes, I have a restraining order towards her. Yes, I do.
Yes, okay. So tell me about this wedding dress you got.
My wedding dress. My wedding dress.
Oh, you look pretty in it.
Well, thank you.
Come on, yeah.
He bought my wedding dress for me, but it's the thing. What's the sense of us going forward to try to move forward in our life when I'm not all the way healed?
Got it.
And that's my issue right here, me wanting to come to the show. I want to heal because he's a good guy, but my baby got a lust for desire, and I get that.
So if we find nothing in Obadiah's phone, you think you'll finally get to walk down that aisle?
Definitely.
Got it. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, listen, it's time to hear from Renee's boyfriend. So everyone, please welcome Obadiah to the show. How you doing, sir?
Good.
So I want to know, how do you feel about what was just said? How do you feel about it?
I feel that I'm tired of hearing it.
You're tired of hearing it?
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you and this other woman then?
Nothing. It's 4 years ago. It's old. She bringing up old stuff.
So this is all 4 years ago since it happened.
The last incident we had with this
Was a year ago.
July.
So that's not 4 years.
No.
No, but
He mean to say he been messing with her for 4 years.
no, that's not it. What incident? When
July when she called.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
When the incident she talking about, she left me a voicemail and said, unlock me. If she's telling me to unblock her, what do that mean? She's blocked on everything.
So did Renee really stab you over this
Yeah.
woman?
They made it against all odds.
So you stabbed this man?
Allegedly. I ain't
But will they make it after she sees what was caught
That they want me to take a look at.
on our security camera? Plus,
You tried to kiss her on the mouth. Did
Now
that
tell
actually
me,
happen?
Tell me I'm lying.
she's hoping this man is not her father.
I want the truth. Instead of him giving me the strength back, he gave that strength to the ex.
How did you first find out about her?
Because one day he was sitting in our room and he didn't know I was standing behind him while he was lusting at her picture. And I stood there for a minute and I said, oh, okay, who is that? That's my cousin.
So what's going on with you and this other woman then?
Nothing. It's 4 years ago.
The last incident we had with this
Was a year
was
ago.
July.
So that's not 4 years.
No.
So did Renee really stab you over this?
Stabbed me, broke my finger.
Hold on, because when my producer told me that, I wasn't trying to believe it. So you stabbed this man?
Why I was on the phone with her.
Allegedly.
Why
I'm not finna, no, I ain't that, no. See, I ain't did nothing. I ain't do it.
You said allegedly.
Right, I ain't do it.
You said allegedly.
Right.
Okay.
She was a legend in that, yeah.
So she allegedly stabbed you.
Yeah,
and allegedly
it was a mistake.
broke your finger.
And when she did that, when she allegedly did that, the police allegedly came to the door and said, "What happened?" Because I was on the phone with this lady.
Could he rewind that
Can
part?
I
He
talk?
said he was on the phone with this
I
lady.
was on the phone with her.
So why were you on the phone with this lady?
I was on the phone because she was calling my phone, telling her to stop calling my phone, whatever. She hear her and stabbed me.
No.
That
we
is
gonna
how
be
that happened.
100.
That is how that
It was
happened.
some things
That
that was
is how
said
that
that I
happened.
ain't gonna mention.
No,
And that
mention
no,
everything.
we ain't gonna do that. It was some things that was said that wasn't supposed to be said. And I felt like that's when he should have stood up and said something in defense of me. But instead of him turning around, going off on me, he should have been going off on her.
Got it.
So that's what the
That's what you were talking
altercation
about earlier
came
with
in
him
out.
not protecting you.
With the
Okay.
disrespect.
Okay. So when was the last time you spoke to this woman, actually?
I ain't gonna look.
When she said, unblock me.
Which was in
asshole.
July.
Which
And
was
I
in
didn't even
July.
speak to her. She made me call her.
I sure did.
So July was the last time you spoke to her.
Mm-hmm.
And since have you seen her since July?
Nah.
Not at all.
No, we've seen her. I don't know if he's
She
seen
sent it.
her.
Man, I'm blind in one eye. I ain't paying
Yeah,
attention
he
to
is
her.
blind. I don't know if he
I ain't
actually
paying attention to her.
seen.
Oh, really?
Okay, we finna be 100 with this. How could you not see nobody that had their face on your genital for the last
Because
past
I'm not paying
3
attention to
years?
her.
Like,
I'm
you
not
know
paying
that
attention
person,
to her.
You know that person
Man, can I talk?
in
You
a
talked
Million
already.
Man March.
No, you know her in a-
that
you know her in a
person.
Million Man
Let me
March.
rephrase that. In a Million Woman March.
No, she know her in a Million Man
On the
March.
right side, y'all know that good.
No.
Okay, I have to ask this question because we heard earlier about how Renee
nice to meet
feels
you, too.
about
Nice to
sex.
meet
Oh,
you.
nice to meet you. Yes. I want to know, how is the sex between you two?
Whack as hell. Sometimes, listen.
I'm about to move this right here.
Listen,
Okay.
guys. Sex with us is like I'm punching in. Like, writing the calendar, like, dang, can we have sex Monday or Tuesday?
Okay.
I gotta ask.
Do you think that Renee needs to let the past go and move forward?
Hell yeah, she need to let it go. This
What have
dirty
you
ass
done to like show her that she can let go of the
Everything.
past?
She done stabbed me out, laid down, and went to sleep next to her. What you mean?
Okay.
She done broke my. What you mean?
Okay.
Straight up, no, she done broke my finger, and I'm still, man, this lady crazy, man, sometimes. This lady
Just
was
a little
looking,
bit.
this lady was looking for me, and I'm next to her. This lady done bleach my clothes
Ooh.
over her. Everything is still with her. I don't want that dirty lady. I want this lady.
Well, I will tell you this. My producers are telling me that they pulled some security footage of you, Obediah, talking to one of my producers yesterday that they want me to take a look at.
What?
What was captured on security camera? And what will come out when his phone is unlocked? Plus,
Your potential father was trying to kiss you on the mouth.
This is what we're not about to do.
is this man Carolyn's father or not?
Have you seen her since July?
Nah.
Not at all.
No, we've seen her. I don't know if he's
She
seen
seen
her.
it. Man,
How could you not see nobody that had their face on your genital for the last
'Cause
past
I'm not paying
3
attention to
years?
her.
Like,
I'm not
that
paying
person,
attention to her.
You know that person.
This lady done bleach my clothes
Ooh.
over her. Everything is still with her. I don't want that dirty lady. I want this lady.
They pulled some security footage of you, Obediah, talking to one of my producers yesterday that they want me to take a look at.
What?
It's like we got a schedule our sex. That's what made me think you cheating. I gotta ask to have sex with you. Then I have sex. Then when I text you, I might want to deal with that old lady. I could go to like, hey, she gonna do it.
Right.
Versus this old. She wanted to lay down. My back hurt. All types of irritating. This
Right.
crazy bitch stabbed me.
Right.
In my leg. Broke my finger. 3 times she tried to kill my bearded dragon. Like all this, I done did since she was 22.
Well, when we were on the phone, you called her a bald-headed bitch. Do you call her that often? Have you used that before?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm not an angel. I love Renee. I just want her to know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, baby.
Right.
I'm not doing nothing.
Okay.
I
So I heard a couple of things that I heard.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
heard, first of all, you tried to kill some bearded dragons. Did you try to kill his lizards?
Man, yeah, she did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, okay. But I also heard you call the woman you just said at the end that you love a bald-headed B-word.
Yeah, I did. I was mad. That was the day. That argument wasn't even about this lady.
Okay.
That argument was about my daughter. She wanted to come over her house.
Does she ever call you out of your name?
All the time.
All the time.
Okay. So this is y'all go back and forth with that.
Yeah, we
so
go back-
okay.
I call him out his name in defense of myself.
She's lying.
I just don't wake up in the morning after I made breakfast. You ugly.
No.
It don't go like that.
I mean, and also we all heard earlier that even with you saying that your sex life and the intimacy is not that good, that she said she's also giving you options to let you
Yeah.
enjoy
That's not
sex
recent,
worker.
though. Listen, that's all mixed up stories. That's not recent.
Okay.
That's not.
So it ain't. I've
Man.
never let a.
Yeah.
Of course.
2 years ago,
It was this year.
Man.
The beginning of this year.
she died.
Okay. Listen, let me do this. Because at the end of the day, you all came here because you said you did want to move forward in this relationship, but
ready
you
to
want to
hear.
know if there's anything in his phone. And I'm going to unlock Obadiah's phone now.
Please don't lie.
Yes. And so let's unlock the phone and get to the truth right now. All right, so Renee, you want to know if Obadiah was still communicating with an ex. He says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched his phone and found that he is telling the truth. Renee wants to know if Obadiah is talking to any other women. He says he is not. My Unlock the Phone investigator searched through his texts, and he is telling the truth.
Two for two.
My Unlock the Phone investigator also searched all of his calls to see if he was talking to any other women, and again, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth.
Now tell him about my phone when I first met you.
So look, the thing is that you want to know if y'all can make it down the aisle.
Yes.
And now you know that he wasn't doing anything. Yeah. Did I see you pull it in your pocket?
Yeah. Would you marry me? Would you marry me, Renee? I'm not doing anything.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel? You just got your proposal.
And you just got the truth.
And she got the truth.
I don't want to hear this no more.
Yeah, you got the truth, now you know.
I hope so.
All right, I feel bad now because I'm just hoping you ain't got nothing in your phone because we still ain't unlocked your phone.
He just asked Renee to marry him.
You want to know if Renee was talking to any other men.
But what will be found on her phone? Plus,
You tried to kiss her on the mouth. Did
Now
that
tell
actually
me,
happen?
Tell me I'm lying.
she's hoping this man is not her father.
I want the truth.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
This
Right.
is crazy.
Right.
In my leg.
You would call her a bald-headed.
I love Renee. I just want her to know.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, baby.
That argument wasn't even about this lady.
So let's unlock the phone and get to the truth right now. And again, he's telling the truth.
And you just got the truth.
All right, I feel bad now because I'm just hoping you ain't got nothing in your phone because we still ain't unlocked your phone. Okay? I want to celebrate the moment. All right, fine. And it's time to unlock the truth. All right, so Obadiah, you want to know if Renee was talking to any other men. Renee says she is not, and my Unlock the Phone investigators searched her texts, apps, and phones and found that she is not telling the truth.
Who am I talking to on the phone?
It
that
says
ain't on?
she's speaking to 2 other men via text. I haven't seen the evidence, but they said they have the evidence backstage that you are
Pull up
talking.
the evidence.
Are you talking to 2 other men?
No, pull up the evidence.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Let's
Y'all
pull
have
up.
it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
come
pull
on.
it.
Let me see them some
Let's
names.
see it,
Oh,
okay?
you know, one of them name probably.
Okay, so you know about something.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, y'all have very open communication, so I wasn't surprised. Thank you so much. I just was surprised to see anything, okay?
Wow.
I'm wilding too.
You is. Wow.
Because I want to see on the phone that's been off for months.
So it says, this one right here, very handsome man, just me, plain Jane. Good morning, my love. You know who this is? She whispering. You know they got their secret.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know about this
The
one.
white dude.
Oh, the white dude, okay.
I know.
And so this one we don't know. There's no number saved. So why so, my love? Just is. I know.
How old is this?
Can I see? I apologize. Wow.
Look at that number.
I don't know that number.
Well, this message is from this year. This last message.
Who number is that?
Let's call it and see, because I don't know.
Why would I know?
I said, I don't know. Let me look at the text. Why so, my love? That's me. Just is. I know how them days be going.
That's probably the crackhead.
So.
Wow. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Who? Oh, yeah. That's I know who that is.
Okay, listen.
That's old, though.
It very much so.
Her phone been off for like a year.
Okay, so Obadiah, I guess the question, since you said you know that, do you still want to keep her as your fiance? Do you want her to keep the ring?
Of course.
Okay, great. So I guess we celebrate. I'm gonna tell you this.
I know I'm not doing nothing.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Doing nothing.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this is very interesting because even through the toxic things that I was taking notes on, there's this sort of like communication that's deep and real, and it's weird because it's the first time that half of my mind is like, no, there's toxic stuff here, and the other half of my mind is like, I'm rooting for y'all. And it's the weirdest thing in my head. I can't lie to y'all. Do y'all feel the same way? It's like half you want to be like, you stabbed what? It's the weirdest thing. I've never on this show ever been like, you stabbed somebody while still in my mind rooting for y'all. I've never, or allegedly stabbed.
Right.
Allegedly stabbed.
And
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Allegedly laid down right next to
Exactly.
her.
I'm glad you got answers. I'm glad that it's transparent. I'm glad that you can let it go now. You know that he's not talking to this ex. You know that it's.
I'm not talking to nobody.
No, he's not talking to anyone.
Thank you.
So I'm glad y'all have that. I will tell everybody else out there, I'm glad y'all found each other so we ain't got to deal with y'all crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Girl, you allegedly stabbed him. Allegedly stabbed him.
I patched him back up.
I'm gonna tell you this. Like I said,
she
I'm
patched
glad.
me back up. She allegedly
I'm
patched me
glad
back
y'all
up.
got each other, and so we ain't gotta deal with the crazy. But on the same note, I'm glad that y'all are able to move from here on, go forward. And when y'all get the wedding, come call me. I'll come to the wedding. Because this time, thank y'all for being here. Y'all were a good time. Listen, thank y'all for being here. Give it up for them.
Thank you.
Your potential father was trying to kiss you on the mouth.
This is what we're not about to do.
Carolyn claims this man was very inappropriate with her.
And you say, hey, daddy, sexy baby, how you doing? I was like, what's up, dad?
And now she's praying he's not her father.
But I call you daddy, baby, yeah.
You're lying.
Because
You're a liar.
Carolyn grew up without a father for most of her childhood until a man named Jason showed up claiming to be her dad. Since then, Carolyn claims Jason has shown some questionable behavior, calling her daddy sexy baby and even trying to kiss her on the mouth. It's been 17 years since they've seen each other, and we've given them a paternity test, and she's hoping to prove that Jason is not her biological father. Everyone, please welcome Carolyn to the show. Have a hug. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Take a seat for me.
Thanks.
Tell me the last time that you saw Jason.
The last time I saw Jason, I was about 17 years old. He came to, like a conference with me. And during departure, that's when, saying goodbye, he was trying to kiss me in my mouth. And I just kind of, and that was the last time I physically saw him.
So you stopped communicating immediately after that?
Yes.
What went through your mind when your potential father was trying to kiss you on the mouth? I can only imagine, but I want to hear from your words.
That he can't be my father.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to believe that he's my father.
How did your grandmother react when she heard that he tried to kiss you?
She told him, she said that if he calls here again, that she will cut his off.
Got it.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. So let me go back a little bit, because I know I read that Jason wasn't in your life as you grew up. When was it that you actually first met Jason?
So I want to say between the ages of 17 and 19.
Okay, and then this happened when you were about 17, 18, right? Mm-hmm. Wow, okay. So how did you end up reconnecting with Jason after not talking to him for so long?
So he put a post on Facebook saying that he was looking for me. And I responded to see what was going on, because at this point, you know, I have my son.
And then, so what were the conversations like between you and Jason over that time?
Every time he reaches out to me, it's about his problems. It's not, how am I doing? How's my grandson doing? It's always what you got going on. When he hit me up on Instagram telling me he has something important to tell me, I'm thinking something happened. And he's just telling me that he left his wife.
Yeah.
You know, which
yes,
leaves
he did
it
leave
bad.
his wife. He's with me.
Yes. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm Rose.
Do you know this woman?
No, I don't.
No,
So-
we only talked on the telephone. And she's a sweet person from what I already spoke to. But as far as I'm concerned, Jace, I don't care what he went through in the past. All my children, they love the ground he walk on. They'll call my house and ask me, we didn't call to speak to you, we called to speak to Jason. They have a beautiful relationship.
Understand.
So I don't know what happened with them in the past, but I know what type of man Jason is now.
Got it. Thank you. This is Rose, everyone. This is Jason's girlfriend. I'm hearing that, and I understand your perspective, but I also heard earlier that he called you sexy daddy sexy baby. Is that
and
true?
This is before Miss Rose ever stepped into the picture.
How did that make you feel?
Uncomfortable.
Is this immediately after he tried to kiss you, or is this?
No. This was years.
So
it's
he
like
tried to kiss you and
already
then years later.
Yes. I don't feel it's fair that he should dump his problems, his traumas, whatever it is he has got going on. I don't find it fair that I should have to take all of that on.
Does he treat you more like a friend than a daughter?
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah. Here, my producer told me you gave them a list of everything Jason said. Is this why you were hoping he's not your father? That he didn't meet you until he was 17, came to your presentation drunk, tried to kiss you on the mouth, called you daddy sexy baby?
Yep.
That's the problems.
That was the problem.
Those are the issues.
Those
Got
are the
it.
issues.
Well, listen, everyone. It's been 17 years since you've seen your alleged father. So, everyone, please welcome Jason to the show. How are you doing, Jason?
What's up, Carl?
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Pleasure.
Yes, pleasure. How do you feel about what was just said?
I'm sitting backstage and I'm like, first of all, daddy sexy baby. I mean, I'll call you daddy baby, yeah. But sexy, no. I wouldn't never step outside of my...
You tried to kiss her on the mouth. Did
Now
that actually happen?
Tell me I'm lying.
No, I don't ever recall that.
Is this man Carolyn's father or not?
I want the truth.
The answer is about to be unlocked.
This is your truth to open, not mine.
Baby girl, listen, before you open up the envelope.
Stay tuned.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
The last time I saw Jason, I was about 17 years old. He was trying to kiss me in my mouth, and I just kind of, you know, and that was the last time I physically saw
So you
him.
stopped communicating immediately after that?
Yes.
What went through your mind when your potential father was trying to kiss you on the mouth?
That he can't be my father.
I also heard earlier that he called you daddy sexy baby. How did that make you feel?
Uncomfortable.
First of all, daddy sexy baby. I mean, I'll call you daddy baby, yeah. But sexy, no. I wouldn't never step outside of my...
Lying.
How you gonna tell me
I'm looking
when
you dead in your face.
Yeah,
You're
and I'm
lying.
looking you back dead
You're
in your
lying.
face.
You was living in Ohio with and you said, "Hey, daddy, sexy baby, how you doing?" I was like, "What's up, dad?"
I'm gonna call you sexy, but I call you daddy baby, yeah.
You're lying.
Because you're
You're a liar.
because you're the first fruit of my loins.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am, and I
You
couldn't be
sure?
more adamant about it.
Okay.
I couldn't be more adamant
Okay, so
about
if
it.
you, knew
That's a
I
come
was
out,
your, if you knew I was your daughter that entire time, where were you? Where were you?
I could,
You couldn't do what? The same thing was doing?
No, I couldn't get to you because I couldn't travel. Back then, when
Why? We was all still in New York. Why?
Because I was homeless. I was homeless. I was out there. Yeah, I was running the streets. I was drugging, acting like I ain't had no sense. That's because we decided to let you go to your grandmother so then you can grow up and have a good life. The streets are not going to bring my children up. I'm going to try to do something that I can do to make sure that you have a better life because I don't want none of my children to be like me. I want my children to be better than me.
Jason, 2 questions for you. How long were you on drugs?
I was on drug life for about 14 years.
14 years of addiction, okay then. And secondly, one of the biggest complaints or one of the biggest concerns that she has is that you tried to kiss her on the mouth. Did that actually happen?
Tell me I'm lying.
No, I don't ever recall that. I mean, I can recall always trying to kiss you. I mean, because kissing babies. I mean, babies, yeah, but being a grown woman like that.
I was grown.
Come on,
I was a teenager.
That would be absurd.
I was a teenager.
That would be.
I was a teenager. So I want to know. Can I ask him a question? So I want to know. My question is, hold on. When you called my house when I was a teenager after that, right? And I wasn't answering your calls. Do you recall that? Do you recall any of that?
No.
No.
Not in Staten Island.
Oh, word. But you do remember coming to the house sitting on the porch with me that day, right?
Yeah.
The first time me meeting you?
Yeah.
So you don't recall anything after that? You don't remember calling the house and I was not taking none of your calls? You don't remember when Grandma picked up the phone?
No.
Okay.
No.
Were you on drugs during this time?
Yeah, I was.
You were?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was.
Were you drunk at her presentation as well?
Yeah, I was. I was intoxicated, but not to
I did it.
but not intoxicated to the point that I'm not going to know what the heck I'm doing. You know, she's a child, and everybody should know that boundary, that cross.
But you crossed that boundary. You attempted to cross that boundary.
And for her,
and that's the reason why there was no contact, sir. Like, I don't know why you seem so confused to why I don't want you to be my father.
Jason, I question this. Did you ever have any doubts that this could be your daughter?
No.
Okay.
No. I've always had that confidence in myself that this was my firstborn.
Okay, so if you knew that, where were you? I don't care about a drug. I don't care about none of that. I really don't care about a drug. I don't care about a bottle. I don't care about none of that. I don't, because I'm a mother myself and I do everything that I have to do to take care of my son. And you know this.
I understand that, and I'm proud of you.
All right, so I have to do what I have to do to break these generational curses. So if I have to leave you alone, regardless of the fact, whatever it's looking like, if you're my father or not, if I have to leave you alone, I will completely do that.
So you say that you've always felt in your heart that this is your daughter. You say that you were not around because of drugs, but then you did show up. If she then separates herself and doesn't communicate for 17 years, did you never question why or feel like as her father, I should be questioning and prying and saying, why are you not talking to me? Let me give you a space to open up. Because for me, I understand how drugs and alcohol played a part in you not being there. But once you were there, if she separates and she's distant, why didn't you try to reach out?
It's because we were both living in different states then.
Okay.
I have no way of getting there. What am I going to do? Walk from there? Just to go all the way
Where
to
were you when I needed that when I was 4 or 5 years old, though? That's what I'm saying. It's like you want to be dad of the year when I'm already grown, right? When I'm already paying all my bills, right? When I pay my rent by myself, right?
Jason, can you understand why Carolyn is so upset?
I do understand why she's upset. I do understand that.
You do. And from your perspective, why is she upset?
It's because I wasn't there for her when she needed me the most.
And now you want me in your life and you just expect me to just be like, okay, and I'm not.
I think what we need to do now, before we can get anywhere else, let's take a look again of the thing, because I feel like it's important for you to see this. These are the things that she's really upset about. You've acknowledged the first part that you understand she feels like she was abandoned, but she didn't meet you till she was 17.
Yeah.
You came to her presentation drunk.
And that's
you tried to kiss her on the mouth. You called her daddy sexy baby.
That happened.
And dumped his problems on.
Yes, you
do.
do.
Dumped your problems.
Baby girl, how do I dump my problems on you? And I'm
So
calling
do
to
you
find out
remember?
how you do.
No, you did not call me to see how I was doing. When the last
What's
time
the
you
first
reached
thing I
out
do
to
when I
me,
ask you,
so
Agnes,
let me go back. So you remember when you hit me up on Instagram telling me to contact you?
Instagram, I never had an
You're
Instagram
a-
account. I never had an Instagram account, so how am I hit you up on Instagram? I ain't never had an Instagram
Because this is
account.
what we're not about to do.
No,
I didn't come out here. I want the truth.
What we need to do now is to have the DNA truth. Because we need to know first if this is your father or not. So this is a DNA mystery that you've been waiting almost 17 years longer to get the answers to.
Right.
This is your truth to open, not mine. And this will tell you if Jason is your father or not.
Baby girl, listen, before you open up the envelope.
She doesn't want Jason to be her father.
If you can just give me that one chance to be your dad.
But what will this unusual DNA outcome reveal? Find out next.
How long were you on drugs?
I was on drugs like for about 14 years.
One of the biggest concerns that she has is that you tried to kiss her on the mouth. Did
Now
that
tell
actually
me,
happen?
Tell me I'm lying.
No, I don't ever recall that.
This is what we're not about to do. I want the truth.
What we need to do now is to have the DNA truth. This is your truth to open, not mine.
Baby girl, listen, before you open up the envelope, this is the start of a new beginning. I need to start afresh. You came from me, you're my firstborn. I can't take back what I did. But if you can just give me that one chance to be your dad.
What did it say?
Jason is your biological father.
Okay. Hold on, before we go any further, because I heard the speech you made, and I'm glad that you're in this space and mindset, but I also need you to acknowledge the space and mindset your daughter's in.
Yeah.
Now that we know this. I already know how you feel about this moment. I'm looking at you. I can see that there's a bit of disappointment here because of the pain
Yeah, I'm
you've been
tight
going
right
through.
now. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I know. What I think needs to happen is that I do understand your desire to let go of the past and to move forward. But unfortunately, one of the things that I try to teach people on this past is that it's not so easy to let go of the past for children especially. Because though you have made strides, you've started a new family with Rose, you have these new kids, she's still been alone. The 14, the 12-year-old, the 5-year-old kid that was by herself has still never felt like she's had the love from her father. Has still never been there. On top of that, there's been situations that are her truth that have never been acknowledged and haven't been discussed. So we got to go down the list. That's why that list was so important. She first of all said that you felt like you tried to kiss her. That has to be... Which happened.
That happened.
So whether or not that is your truth, this is her truth. And if you say, I really want to build a relationship, you have to acknowledge her truth. So I think the first step before it can be, we forget about the past, is are you willing to acknowledge that you're sorry, that you tried to kiss her, and that you called her sexy baby?
I can acknowledge that.
There is a lot of hurt and pain here. It's also compiled right now by a little bit of shock because I think you disassociated this being your father for a while. And so right now she has to then process that. So I appreciate the fact that you've taken steps to let her know you're sorry, that you've let her know that you do want to build a relationship. What I would say to you, if you could take my advice, is that leaving this stage, do two things. When she tells you anything she felt or experienced in the past, acknowledge it and say, I'm sorry. Listen to her, and then when you call her or you talk to her, if she's ever open to it, don't talk about anything that's going on in your life right now.
Just listen to what
Just listen to her.
needs.
Yeah, because there's years there that she felt as if most of her life, all of her life, that she felt like you weren't there to be a father. So when she hears things like you being this father for Rose's kids, for these other people, she never got that. So if you do want to really make amends, you got to be able to say, you know what? you're my priority. I'm listening to you. I'm not talking about my life. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. It doesn't matter my health. It doesn't matter anything. It's about you.
I'll acknowledge that.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I'll acknowledge that. I know it's going to take time. I know it's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you know what? You got all the space that you need.
All right, so respect that. Respect that. Don't be blowing up my phone.
I know. I will respect that.
So I will say, just understand, he's going to do the work. He's heard you. He said he's sorry. He's acknowledged. I do feel it's sincere. And I pray that you two can find a way back together. I really do. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us. Make sure to come back, friends, next time so we can keep talking and we keep going. I love you all.